Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about the question of self. Real self versus perceived self. So the Japanese have a saying that goes something like, you have three faces. One you show to the world, one you show to your friends and family, and one you never show to anyone. And I find this interesting because technically it's true. You know yourself and you know the way you act and how you act and how you are and who you are for the most part. And it's basically saying that who you show to everyone else is not how everyone else sees you and how you see you. So for me, example, I think I'm a nice person, but there are some people who would probably tell you, no, she's not a nice person for whatever reason that may be. And that's okay, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how people see you, it's how you see you. And that brings into play real self versus perceived self, because perceived self is how others perceive you and how you think of yourself and how you see yourself. But your real self is like, it's you. So for you to compare the two, you can't, because one is essentially different from the other, whether we want it to be or not. We perceive ourselves to be the better person than we are for the most part. And people perceive us to be completely different from how we want to portray ourselves or how we want to come off as. So if you see someone like walking by and they have a mean face, like a mean looking face, they're probably not even mad. They're probably happy, but just their facial expression, that's what it's showing. And that's probably the opposite, the complete opposite of how they actually are. I want to talk about this because recently I was thinking, I had a shower thought, that how you see you is different from how you are. So you see you in the best light possible, and that's okay. This best light possible is going to showcase your best characteristics, and it's not going to neglect your worst characteristics, but it's not going to put them right there front center stage. And I don't know, it makes no sense to be worrying so much about how you see you versus how people see you. And wow, it makes no difference, because no matter how hard you try and get someone to see you for you and who you are and how you want them to see you and showcase yourself to like your deepest innermost core, your soul, they're not going to see it. They're going to see you how they want to see you. So if they want to see you as the bad guy, they're going to see you as the bad guy. If they want to see you as the saint, they're going to see you as the saint. And you can't change that about someone. And okay, let me backtrack. You can change how they perceive you, but it's a lot of work once they've made that first impression. And that first impression, it says a lot. It says like, oh, okay, so he's this way, he's that way, or she's this way, or she's that way. And it takes a toll on their initial trust factor. When they first encounter you, one of the first things people think of, without really thinking that they're thinking it, is, can I trust this person? Or is this person worthy of me opening up to, or at least being calm, cool, collected, gentle with them? And once you do something to take away from the positivity they might have from you, it's going to set you back at least 10 steps from whatever step you were on in order to gain that trust, if that's what you were hoping to accomplish. Or like in an interview, you're not going to just sit there like this and be slouching and picking your nose or chewing bubble gum in the middle of an interview. No, because you want to showcase your best self possible. You want to show them that you're right for the job, you want the job, and you're just the best person for them to choose out of however many candidates there are. And that's why I say that there's a difference between perceived self and real self, because how you showcase yourself to like an interviewer is different from how you are at home. You could be a movie sloth, like I call it, where you watch movies all day in between naps. You could be a movie sloth or a couch potato all day, every day, and completely enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. But then you go to work and people think you're a completely different person. Like you're punctual, you're organized, you're put together, you're well put together. And then they go visit you at your place of residence and it's completely opposite from what they see you to be. And that messes with their perception of you too, but it goes back to the Japanese saying where you have three faces: the one you show to the world, your family, no one. How you interact with your coworkers and your employers, that's gonna typically be the one you show to the world. But that one where you don't show anyone, half the time you probably don't even show yourself. You probably don't know yourself as well as you think you know yourself, because everyone is capable of anything. Even if you say you can't do this or you can't do that, you can. It's just a matter of putting forth that effort and overcoming your mind to realize yourself in a way that you can do it, and it's just a matter of wanting it bad enough. Like, there are some things that I think I can't do, but it's like I'm telling myself I can't do it because either one, I really don't want to do it, or two, I don't have that motivation and I don't want it enough to do whatever it is that I'm wanting to do. And it's a toss-up. It's really just a toss-up of how you want to go about it. But back to the real topic. It's perceived self and real self. I'm not saying it's bad to have two separate or to portray and perceive yourself in a certain way compared to how you actually are. I'm not saying that it's completely bad to do that. I'm just saying that there is a difference, and this difference, it's more deep within, and it takes a deeper level of thinking about yourself to get to that point where you can tell the difference and you can see and like break down the layers. Think of it like an onion. You're breaking down the layers of an onion to get to the innermost core, which is who you truly are. And each layer you take down is another layer that you know yourself. So overall, you could think you're a good person, and then you go deeper and you're like, well, I did this that one time. Am I still a good person, or am I not a good person, but I have good intentions? Or you go another layer and you're like, okay, so this is my belief and this is what other people believe. How are they different? Why are they different? And is not if you're wrong, but am I correct in thinking this way, or should I be open to different thoughts and beliefs? So that's the big picture, like the overview of the big picture of what I'm trying to get to, is that there's a difference, and it's nice to figure out that difference between your real self and your perceived self, and how you can go about either closing the gap, broadening the gap, whatever you want to do. It's just a way to think deeper within yourself. But thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know what you think, if you have any ideas. Have a good day. Bye.